What's up YouTube, DJC here. Today we're going to be looking at I Will Look Up by Elevation Worship. This is one of my favorite songs, so let's get into it. Going into the intro, it's going to sound a little something like this. What that is you're going to take your ring finger, put it on the 7th fret B string, pick it 2 times, go down to the 5th fret, pick it 2 times. And then you're going to go up to the G string, 6th fret, and play it 2 times. Then you go down to the 4th fret and play it 2 times. Go back to where you were, the 6th fret, pick it another 2 times, and then back to where you started, each 2 times. So it's going to be forwards, backwards, and then at the end when you play this, you're going to hit this one more time and then pick this twice. So it's going to sound like this. Which brings us into the verse. So for the verse, you're going to stay silent until you hear the rhythm guitar play something like this. And when you hear that, you should hear another guitar playing something like this. So I'm going to break this down into 3 parts. So the first part, you're going to be playing a D shape for all 3 parts, but instead of playing it like you would a regular D, you're going to bar the 9th fret, bottom 3 strings, G, B, and E. Place your middle finger on the B string, 10th fret. So that's going to be your shape, and you're going to hold that the entire time you play it. So now for the picking pattern, you're going to play the E and G string a total of 8 times, so 4 times on each string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to keep holding that position. You're going to take your pinky finger and place it on the 12th fret and play that a total of 4 times, so 2 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you take off your pinky, and this is where that middle finger comes in handy. And you can and then you play that a total of 4 times, so 2 on each. So that's the first part. Now for the second part, you're going to be something a little similar, but it's going to be a tiny bit different. So it's going to sound like this. So it's the same part at first, but then you're just going to play something, or you're just going to take off your ring finger. So it's going to be 8 times, so 4 on each. And then instead of putting your pinky here, you're actually just going to start by taking off your middle finger and playing you're still just going to have this barred and play the B and G string a total of 4 times, so 2 on each. And then you're going to place your middle finger back on. So that's the second part. So for the second part, it's going to sound like this. Now if we put this part and the first part together, it should sound like this. To our third part, which is going to sound like this. So that's kind of a combination of both parts. So it's going to be after the second part, you're going to be playing the same thing as you did at the very beginning, which is as the beginning of both parts actually. So it's going to be the E and G string 8 times total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to play like you would the first part. Pick that total of 4 times. Take off your pinky and play this a total of 4 times. And then instead of going back to here, you're going to take off your middle finger like you did in the second part. And pick that a total of 4 times. And then you're going to go back up. So what that was is I just went back up, so I picked it the same amount of times that I have been the entire time, so it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together it should sound something like this. into the chorus, you're going to play something that sounds like this. So what that is, you're kind of going to be playing a power chord, but it's not exactly a power chord. You're going to be playing you're going to be keeping the shape through the entire time. As you saw, I was just going up the fret. I wasn't really moving my fingers. But I have my pointer finger on the 7th fret, D string, and my pinky on the 10th fret of the B string. And then what you want to do with your middle finger, or you can do it with both. I just like to do it with my middle finger because I can't do that. Sounds weird. You take your middle finger and just lightly place it over the top so that you mute all other strings but the two that you want, which is the D and G strings. So you're gonna should sound like this. And so you're gonna hold that shape the entire time, but you're gonna play this 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna play it 4 times, slide up 2 frets, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna play that another 4 times, and then you're gonna slide up 3 frets to the 12th and 15th fret. Play that another 4 times, and then you're gonna go, and then you're gonna slide down 1 fret and play that 4 times. Then go back to where you started, which is the 7th and 10th fret. Do the same pattern, so you're gonna slide up to the 12th and 9th fret, 12 and 15. 14 and 11. And then you're actually going to slide down to the 9th and 6th fret, and you're going to play it. I think you play it 2 times, so it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to repeat it. So this is, I'm just playing from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think you play this twice. So here and here, it's going to be a total of 4 times. So you're going to be playing each twice. And then you're going to slide back up to where you started. But then you slide all the way up to the 14th and 17th fret. Slide down 2 frets. Slide down 1 fret. And then you're going to slide down 2 frets. So I'm not exactly sure on the picking pattern, but let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're actually going to be playing, so after you go to the 4 times here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to play 1, 2, you're going to be doing the same thing, so you're going to probably be picking, I believe, twice, or just strumming twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going to pick this, or strum it actually, I believe, 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're going to play that starting position. Going into the 2nd verse, I believe you're going to be playing the same thing, or the 3rd verse, or whatever it is, I can't remember. You're going to be playing that same picking pattern that I showed in previous. That whole deal. And then that brings us into the bridge, where there's actually 2 parts, so I'm going to show you both, and you can choose which one you'd rather do, unless you have like a loop station where you could kind of record one and then play the other, which I don't have one yet, so pick one or the other unless you have one. So you're gonna be, for the first part, it's gonna sound like this. So for the bridge, there's 2 parts that you can play, and I'll show you both. So the first one's gonna sound like this. is you're going to be taking your middle finger on the G string 2nd fret, go down to the 1st fret, same string, so it's going to be, you kind of just pull off, and then you go to the 4th fret, you're going to go, it's going to be this little weird little pattern, so it's going to be, you're just kind of hammering on and pulling off 2 times. And then you're going to go, so that was the 2nd and 4th fret, D string, and you're going to go up to the A string and do the same thing. So it's going to be, you're going to pull off here, and then you're going to hammer on and pull off twice. And then you're going to go up to the A string and do the same thing. But you're only going to do it once instead of twice. So altogether it should sound like this so far. Then you're going to kind of ascend back up. Then you're going to go back to here, and you're going to play this, I believe, either, let me count. So I believe that's 4 times. So it's going to be, so far, you're going to pull off here at the 2nd to the 1st fret, G string, hammer and pull off twice, hammer on and pull off once, and then I believe this is 4 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go back up from the G string 1st to 2nd. So all together it should sound like this. I'll play it a little bit slower. So that's one option. The other option could be something like this. So what that is you're going to be putting your ring finger on the 9th fret G string and your pointer finger on the 7th fret A string, or E string, excuse me. So you're going to be sliding up 2 frets, but you don't go like this. You want to pick it and then slide. So it's going to be, you're going to pick the G string first, slide up, and then hit the A string. So it's going to be, and then you're going to do the same thing back down. And you're going to go to the starting position that you did before. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to play that a total of 4 times, and then you're going to go into the little sliding part up here. So you're just going to bar the bottom 2 G and E string on the 12th fret, and you're going to do the same thing you did up here. You're going to pick and slide, but you're going to do it with while you're doing this shape. So you're going to pick the B string, slide up to the 14th fret, and right away you're going to pick that E string. So it's going to be, and you're just going to go back and forth. It's kind of that timing. So it's going to be, it's like right away, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's not boom, 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 boom. It's, and then you slide back down and do the same thing. Slide back up. And then you end by playing the 17th fret on the E string. Oops. So all together, I'll play it at the end, the whole song together, so that you'll get a feel for what it sounds like. But hopefully that makes sense. And then right after that, you go right back into the chorus, which is the. So I'm going to play it all together, and hopefully this all helped, and I hope you enjoyed it. please subscribe and like or comment. I hope to come out with another video soon, so stay tuned.